What up? This your boy Cole with Cole Cowboy Sports Report, where I bring you the latest and greatest content of the Dallas Cowboys. And if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and ding that notification bell so you know what I'm dropping. So the topic of this video is I believe that this Dallas Cowboys team will be just as good as last year's team. Now, I know a lot of the outside media, Cowboy haters inside our division, they all going to say, well, the Cowboys took a big step, and they're not going to be the same team that they were. Last year's team was the team that could have took us to the Super Bowl. That was a stacked team, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you why I think that whole topic is a bunch of baloney. So let's break everything down. 2021, the players that we lost were Cedric Wilson, Connor Williams, Lyle Collins, Amari Cooper, Randy Gregory. Who else? I believe I'm still thinking of some other people. But those were really the major players that we lost. We ended up signing Michael Gallup, but he's out with still out with ACL. We don't know when he'll be able to be ready to play. He's right now, just working and basically working on it, training on the sidelines, rehabbing. We drafted Tyler Smith, to basically take over for Tyron Smith whenever he goes. But for the moment, he's playing left guard. We have drafted Sam Williams. Hey, he's said to, can replace Randy Gregory's spot. And, we drafted Jalen Tolbert. Our wide receiver room is shaky. We acquired James Washington. CeeDee Lamb is being bumped up to the number one receiver. And a lot of people just don't think that our wide receiver core has it in them. So this is where I come from with the whole this team will be better than the last team or can be better. So we can go ahead and go rewind ourselves back to the off season after 2020. In that off season, nobody had the Cowboys really winning the division. Nobody would even foresee the Cowboys being 12-5. I mean, I got the tape. I can go back. We can look at how the media did last offseason. It's as similar as this one. They'll go back and basically what they've been saying is they don't know if Dak's going to be healthy. He had that horrible injury. He may not be the same guy. The defense is not going to be good. Oh, yeah, they might be a little bit better because they got Dan Quinn, but it's still not going to be enough. The Cowboys won't win the division. They had the Washington football team winning. I mean, that's what they said. Then, all of a sudden, we go out there. They had us basically going 0-2 last season to play when we had been set to play the Buccaneers and we were set to play the Los Angeles Chargers. They had us not having a chance against the Buccaneers, and they basically said the Buccaneers was going to blow us out. Then follow up and say that we were going to lose to the Los Angeles Chargers. We were going to start the season 0-2. That's what they said. Now, this season, we play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers again from that game one. We play the Cincinnati Bengals, and a lot of people saying that Dak Prescott the Cowboys will regress. Dak Prescott will be exposed because he don't have any weapons. He never won games without Amari Cooper. Blah blah blah. This is the narrative that's being built up by a lot of Cowboy haters, people in our division, and the media. Now, let me tell you why I think that that's a whole bunch of baloney. First of all, the thing about Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper. Let me break this down. Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper gelled together. Before Amari Cooper came to Dallas, he was struggling with his career. Dak Prescott in 2018, before Amari Cooper, only had mediocre wide receivers. No, he did not have a number one wide receiver at all. Hell, he didn't even have a number two. He was working with Cole Beasley, who wasn't no slouch, but Cole Beasley is not a number one wide receiver. Allen Hurns, we don't even know if he's playing right now. Terrence Williams, he was okay, but he's not a number one wide receiver. I want to say Deontay Thompson. I don't even know who we played for. It was so many, you know what I'm saying, unknowns, and he had to play with that. He never had, and Michael Gallup, but Michael Gallup was a rookie. He was a rookie, and he had to have time to basically, produce. So that didn't have a true number one wide receiver. So whenever they went on and got Amari Cooper, things got better because they gelled together. He had somebody to play with. Let me tell you something, man. These quarterbacks that y'all idolize, they need their weapons, and that's what Dak needs. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with a good quarterback that need a good, wide receiver. Many of the greats had a great wide receiver along them, and they always did it. You can go out and you can look at Joe Montana with Jerry Rice. You know what I'm saying? You can go out and look at Aaron Rodgers. This is one thing people don't like to bring up. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, before Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers had Jordy Nelson. Oh, before him, Aaron Rodgers had James Jones, Donald Driver. You know what I'm saying? Freaking I can't even think of his name. He always had some receivers. Let's not act like Aaron Rodgers did not have no receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like every great quarterback had their number one, and Dak didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So the whole narrative of Dak need Q Cooper to save his career, that's a bunch of horse shit. And hey, if y'all want to use that just to hate on him, y'all need to find some other stuff to talk about. Y'all need to find something else on him because every quarterback needs their wide receiver. Now, another thing why I have to say that we would be better is our defense. One thing about the defense, the offense probably lost a lot of people. I mean, Connor Williams, he led the league as an offensive lineman in penalties. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't help us none. He wasn't all world. You got Lyle Collins. Lyle Collins got suspended for 6 games. Got beat out by an undrafted, player. And the previous year came in to the season overweight and gotten injured with the hips and had to get hip surgery that took him out for the whole season. So he was not available. So we weren't winning with him. So and nobody knew about Cedric Wilson until last year. Cedric Wilson had his dynamic year playing with the Dallas Cowboys on his contract season. And I believe Tony probably going to have a great season this season because it's a contract year for him. Now, I believe with defense, the only person that we lost on defense is Randy Gregory. People be like, man, Randy Gregory was a big piece for y'all. I can rebut on that. Randy Gregory was a good defensive end, a good edge rusher, great technique. But last season was the first full season he ever been part of in his career. And he'd been in the league since 2015, 2014? Probably earlier than that. I gotta look. But he has not been available. And he only produced 6 sacks. Now that's a good thing for him. He did good with that. But if you look back in 2020, when we had Alden Smith with their horrible defense, he produced 5 sacks and a touchdown. So you know what I'm saying? Everybody can go out and say this and say that and say this, that the Cowboys are going to be bad. But you got to look back in history. Look back in the previous year when everybody was saying the same thing. We ended up coming out 12-5, and guess what? They saying, well, y'all had all those weapons. Now, so I dare people to really say the same thing. We're about us having weapons. Y'all saying right now that we ain't got nobody, that we trash, and our team is going to be horrible, and we'll be lucky to even get 10 wins. That and Dak Prescott going to be exposed. That's what a lot of pressure on Dak Prescott. That's what I'm hearing now. But whenever we heard the same thing last season, and look at us now. So I'm just gonna leave with y'all. What do y'all think the Cowboys gonna do? Do you think this Cowboys team can be better than last one? I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Hit that comment. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, and everybody hit that like button and notification bell. Help grow this nation. Y'all be easy. Stay blessed and go Cowboys.